Hello folks and welcome back to our playthrough of Kerbal Space Program. Sorry about the lack of live streams lately. First had the upload rate issues, then had the whole going into work early thing, but that's all taken care of now, so hopefully I'll be able to get back onto my live stream schedule on Tuesdays and Thursdays with no more issues. So, in the last little episode that was uploaded, I intended to go and actually land on the moon, but we didn't actually make it that far. So, instead we just did a little mission that involved geosynchronous orbit. Now, in my off period, I decided to set up another probe as well. So we have a couple probes here. We have this one, and then we have that geosync relay one. And apparently we have another probe mission there, but we're not going to be focused on probes today. Bleach Nerd, welcome to the stream. Yes, sorry I haven't been on lately, lovely upload rate issues, but we are back now, so let's make this work, and hopefully, unlike last time, you'll be able to fully watch the stream without any buffering and all that other issues that we were having. So let's stop by mission control first. Looks like probably what we're going to want to take is plant flag on the moon. Gives us a nice little advance in 145K. And then another mission that goes along with that. Oh, where did it go? I just saw it. Are you serious? Oh, I don't know what happened to the mission for landing on the moon. It was a 3-star mission. Well, fudge. Well, at least we have the one mission to plant a flag on the moon, right? Yeah, I have explored the moon, which is orbiting it. I don't know what happened to that other one. I didn't discard it, I don't think. Oh well. Because there was a mission here that said explore the moon, which had like 3 different phases from it, but oh well. Gerardo says, I hate working, but I get paid. But it pays the bills? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much my thoughts on it as well. Okay. So, let's stop by here. Now, we have our little moon orbiter. Parts we're good on. This I kind of want to change up a little bit and make it a little bit more focused as a lander. So let's change this up a little bit. And Bleach Nerd says, I was playing the game when I got the notification. Oh, you're playing Kerbal Space Program as well? Not bad. Oh yeah, I should probably put these into a service module. Casper Ghost, welcome to the stream. Are you invading them damn Aryans? Aliens? I'm confused as to what you're asking, Casper. Oh, I need to fix that so that I don't completely mess that up here. Put you back there. Goddamn Aryans. I don't know what an Aryan is, but I would take what you say. Bleach Nerd says, get BD Weapons mod, or whatever it's called. The only one I tried to do was MechJeb, but it wasn't fully updated, so I kind of uninstalled it. I attempted to use it, but then I had some kind of issue with it. Like, it worked, even though it wasn't fully updated to 1.4 point whatever, but when I attempted to use it, it was just falling over. And Casper says, that was an accident, but I'm rolling with it now. But yeah, aliens. Alright, I need the service bay. That'll be at the bottom. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay. I don't like that I don't have the little whatchamacallit thing. So if I land this, I'm not really going to be able to do too much on the surface. I'll be able to do a little bit, I guess. And Bleach Nerd says, it's great, I deleted the entire Kerbal Space Center. Oh no! The poor Kerbans. Whatever will they do? Alright, we have all our science stuff. This thing's gonna need legs, though. Alright, let's do this, the moon lander. Save. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Oh, wait a second. If I'm putting legs on this thing, I probably should position them where they'll actually work. I mean, they got another Kerbal Space Center. Poor Kerbans. Alright, make sure this is sort of oriented right. Casper says, wait, you forgot the warhead at the tip. There's no warhead here. I'm not trying to blow up this place. Drodo asks, so how was your day? It was alright. Nothing too exciting. Did get to play a little bit of Norska now that they released Norska for Total War Warhammer 2. Casper says, how are you going to kill the Aryans if you don't have a warhead? It's just a flying trash can now. Well, you know, I figured I'd put Rita Repulsa in here, and, you know, especially since we're going to the moon. That old Power Rangers joke. Alright, I hope that I have enough fuel up on this thing for this to work. But let's find out. I just hope that this thing doesn't completely end up going all wacky on me. Norska stronger than Chaos because of them mammoths. Yes, yes. Poor Chaos needs like a buff, like really bad. Alright, let's zoom out, look at our apoapsis. At least our thing isn't, our ship isn't completely rotating amok. Alright, once we're at 100k, we will stop. Okay. How's our fuel looking? We're still more than half fuel, so that's a definite good sign. Caspergo says, Mammoths plus playing it right with your Marauder Horsemen and keeping them in skirmish, plus very strong elite units, plus just skin wolves in general makes Norska strong and fun to play. Oh yes, I definitely like those skin wolves that Wolfric starts out with. They've been decimating a lot of the forces that I've been going up against. Yeah, skin wolves is one thing that I haven't done on my YouTube channel. Or not skin wolves. Norska is one of the factions that I haven't done on my YouTube channel. One of these days I might do it, but there's a few other things going on right now. Bleach says, most of my orbits are below 100k. Well, I know Scott Manley goes to like about 100k, I think. And then does his push from there. Because going further out your apoapsis, or further out with your apoapsis, generally you're able to... I forgot to put solar panels back on this thing. Son of a... Hold on. Oh, I can't believe I did that. And I forgot to put these as well. Alright, let's try this again. Back to the drawing board. Bleach Nerd says, congrats, you fucked up. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And it probably won't be the first time for this episode. Or won't be the last time for this episode. Alright. We got the solar panels. We got our batteries. Let's try this again. Casper Ghost saying, you gonna put the warhead in now? No, I'm not trying to blow up the Aryans. I'm just trying to coexist peacefully with them. Get their moon cheese, as Bleach Nerd was saying. Alright, well hopefully this time I can at least get my trajectory going a little bit more horizontal this time. Maybe be a little bit better. Casper says, you screwed up, trying to say you were gonna screw up again. Meta screw up. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, don't turn that way. Okay, it didn't blow us up. That's a good sign. Sorry, I was at a kid's birthday party. I'm in censored mode. It's alright. YouTube censored Bleach Nerd. He was saying the same thing about saying fuck up. I'm not monetized on my channel, so I don't have to worry about curse words. And there was plenty of cursing in my last StarCraft episode, I think. Oh yes, that was fun and excitement. I succeeded in it though. I lost my first base, but I succeeded. So it's all that matters. Alright, let's try this again. So we're gonna warp over here. When not blowing up is considered a success. Well, you know, I'll take what I can get. Especially when that other solid rocket booster hit my rocket here. That wasn't very good. Wait, you're saying, YouTube, why do you censor stuff that doesn't need censoring? Because apparently it thinks only 5-year-olds are ever in chat or something. Oh, tell me I didn't do this too late. No! Come on! Oh, this is gonna mess it up. Hello there, Immortal. Welcome to the stream, and I am using landing legs on this one, so hopefully it will hopefully it'll land properly. And Casper's saying, I fucking hate Vivo. You reminded me of that with the censorship thing. I didn't know Vivo had a censorship part to it. I don't know, I don't watch Vivo, so. Oh wait, no, I know. Now I know. Now that you mentioned the music video, yeah. That's right. They do that censorship stuff. Alright. So we are in orbit. How's our... Still got a nice amount of rocket fuel there. So let's go to the periapsis. Then we'll straighten out our orbit here. And Casper says, well, if he was going to send a hit squad to my house for speaking against them, so... Diamond, welcome to the stream. What a strange Final Fantasy game. I didn't set this as Final Fantasy, did I? No. Alright. Oh, I kind of missed my periapsis there. Oh well. Alright. I got 200 there. Let's warp over here. Nah, I've never been ambitious enough to do Final Fantasy like you, Diamond. I only did my couple reviews, one for Final Fantasy 14, and then another for a review for Final Fantasy 15, but to actually play them all through, that would be a lot of work. One of these days. And no way I could stream this game, I suck at it. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm not much better. My viewers have seen over the streams that I've been doing here my failures on and on again, and fortunately some of them on Twitch and on here have given me a little bit of help. Alright, let's get moving here. Bleach says, I'm good at it. Yes, Bleach, I think you have helped me out a little bit here. Diamond says, I'm back with Star Wars Galaxies and added Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2, huh? I haven't played that game since my last computer, so 2.5 years ago almost, at least. I should check it out again one of these days. Especially since, once you actually own the game, it's, pretty much free to play and all that. Alright. And yes, Casper Ghost, well, actually, I think there's one more person in Twitch. Because Restream is showing me 6 viewers. I have 4 viewers on YouTube. So there's still like one more person unaccounted for, which I think means that there's one other person in Twitch. Alright. So we're planning to get to the moon. Easiest way I've found to do that is just wait to see it on the horizon. Now we can add maneuvers now, which is definitely a nice little boost. But for figuring out where you want to actually start out, Bleach says, use several burns at pre-G when going to other planets. Pre-G? I'm confused by what you mean by pre-G there, Bleach. I don't know if that was a typo or if I'm just not understanding what that was. Casper says just crash straight into it. I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, so there's the moon. Oh, the pre-G, the periapsis, the lowest point of orbit. Well, my apoapsis and periapsis are only like 4,000 off. So it's really not much of a difference. Oh, don't do that. Alright. Burn. Oh, I'm looking at Minmus there. Whoops. Alright, so let's burn here. Casper says go to the sun. I think we do have a mission to... There is a mission that comes up related to the sun eventually, I think. But I'm not there yet. Alright, how are we looking here? Oh, go away maneuver. Now we'll focus on the moon. And then we'll change it while we are... Let's warp to like here, I guess. Now we'll warp just to here. Add a maneuver. We want to get our periapsis as close as possible. $15,000 should be a good starting point. Also, I realize I forgot to add a communications thing here too. So that's not exactly good, but at least for this mission, we only have to plant a flag. We don't actually have to make it back. Oh, whoops. I missed my burn. Diamond says just turn around and go get one. I've already messed that up once. I only made it up to... I wasn't even fully in orbit yet, and then I realized that I forgot to add solar panels and batteries to this craft. So, we're gonna find some way to make it back somehow. I hope. And if not, well, who knows then? Alright, let's warp to the periapsis then. turn retrograde here. And as soon as we hit the periapsis, then we can burn and enter orbits. Also, I just realized to actually plant a flag. I'm gonna have to actually jump out. But that means that I'm not gonna be able to get back into the pod because I don't have any ladders or anything. So that's not good at all. Casper says he dies in space. Well, I don't know if this, I don't know if Valentina here is going to die. But, she may not make it back. She'll end up like Jeb. Poor Jeb heading towards the sun. Or, well, not exactly heading towards the sun, but he's completely outside of, this whole area. Immortal says, should be a tiny ladder at first exit from door. Usually, I don't know if all pods have it. Well, I mean, there is a tiny ladder. The only thing is the way I've set this up. Like, she's going to be able to... Like, she can do an EVA. And all that. The only problem is... she'll only be able to go down a little and then she'll fall off. Because the whole pod that's meant to land is this whole thing. Because I wanted to do science experiments and all that, so... Well, I guess we can try to land with this whole contraption. Actually, I should probably do it from starting around the dark side. Add maneuver. That way we'll land at least into the light. Okay. Warp to next maneuver. I'm relatively confident that I can make her land without blowing up. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get her back. But we'll try, somehow. I might be able to do some finagling with the legs here to make it work, maybe. Alright. Let's position ourselves retrograde. Casper says, hungry and alone with a growing hatred for those who sent her, the little green woman curses her bosses, the heartless bastards who neglected to supply her with a way home. As her final breath of air was used up from her suit, she cries a single tear of joy for her solitude. Months of burden to her is finally over as death embraces her. Morbid. Also, she has a small amount of jetpack, as long as you don't take too many shots to get to your ladder. Oh, that is true. She does have her little jetpack. I'm not very good at using it, but we can try. We can try. All right. Slow us down. Aiming for around here, maybe. I don't even know if that's going to be like a flat spot, but we'll try. And Bleachbeard says, then don't do this at 3 a.m. shit like, who are you fooling here? Alright, let's speed it up a little bit as we approach heading down. Reposition ourselves towards retrograde. Immortal says, next mission you could use a pod with more space and remove extra additional Kerbals and do a rescue mission. I may have to do a rescue mission. I may have to. It'll be the second rescue mission that I'll have to do since now Valentina might be stranded. But hopefully I can somehow get her back, especially with all this science stuff. If I can get this science stuff back, that would be awesome. Bleach Nerd says, who would win, the immune system or some pollen? Well, obviously... Actually, technically, it's the immune system, because the whole nasally thing that you get is actually your immune response to the pollen. Casper Ghost says, no, but if you get her back, my lots of typing was all for naught. Yes, her morbid fates may not actually happen to her. She may escape it. Come on, Valentina. Well, actually, she's probably... I want to burn thrusters and have her go down a little bit. But this area here looks like it might be a flat area, and anything to get a flat area. Oh, there's this flat area, too. That I completely skipped over. Oh, well. Gerardo says, how can one Jedi Interceptor stand up to 4 droid control ships? Is this in Homeworld there, Gerardo? I mean, the obvious answer would be because they're a Jedi. And Bleach Nerd says, who would win, student self-esteem or all F's on a report card? Oh, that's mean. Back in my school days, I only ever failed one test, I think. And that was because it was like my first ever test in accounting in college. And I somehow missed that you weren't supposed to bring a calculator. So, you know, I was in the middle of a test and I bring out my calculator and then suddenly the professor comes up and, you know, says, leave. You failed. I'm like, what the fuck? Fortunately, it all worked out in the class. The lowest grade that you had was dropped, so after that, I ended up pulling off an A in the class, so that was always a nice thing. Casper Ghost says, wait. People, well-being students have self-esteem? I've been doing this wrong. Well, I would hope that you would have self-esteem as a student. What is that down there? Is that arc thing that someone mentioned? I think it is. I can't do an EVA thing about that, can I? Well, I got something for the Highlands, so we got something there. Bleach Nerd says yes. Oh, I think you were the one that mentioned that arc in one of the previous streams, but yes. Well, we at least saw it. We're a little past it now, unfortunately. And you know what? Where we are now is actually a good spot to try and slow us down, because there's a lot of empty land down here. Oh, Immortal says it was me about the arc. Sorry, Immortal. I knew it was someone who said something about the arc. Diamond says actually going to try to land that whole thing. Yeah, I am going to actually try. I think I can make this work. So generally what I've been doing the times I've tried this is I keep my SAS focused on retrograde, and then I just burn and let it kill off most of my... Oops, there goes the rest of the rocket there. I burn and let it burn off most of my velocity, and then generally seems to work pretty well. Hopefully it works here. And we are here. Okay. We've landed. Excellent. Bleach Nerd says that I landed, mentioned the arc once, that I landed there once, can't remember. Okay, well, the good news is we have landed on the moon. We can get a whole bunch of science from being landed. Close that up. Mortal says, nicely done, appreciate it. Oh, 100 science, that is like totally awesome. Alright. Crew report, might as well do that. EVA. Don't fall over. Oh no. Okay. So we are going to save Moon landed. Use whack a Kerbal. Okay. So this next part is going to be troublesome, because I have to get out of this. Probably best bet, just let go. And hopefully... Okay. So let's have her walk around a little bit. Plant a flag. Alright, what do we want to call this? Let's call it Moon Landing 1. Dedicated to Valentina Kerbal? I think that's her name. Oh, Kerman. Whoops. And I messed it up. Well, add another one to the list of Fuck ups. Alright, next. Oh, I can't do surface. Guess I gotta... Oh, don't you fall over. Okay. Now, using the RCS with the Kerbal. This is the thing that I am not very good at. Okay, shift. Very good. Haha! Bored. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Immortal, for reminding me about the RCS thing. Okay. Now we gotta get the hell out of here. Can we do it? Well, let's find out. Casper Ghost is going, no! I wasted my typing. Sorry, Casper. She is escaping, hopefully. Or do I want to maybe just burn prograde? That might be the best thing to do, actually. And did we beat the Russian Kerbals? And I don't know if we even beat the Russian Kerbals. Probably not. You know, those darn Russian Kerbals. And Mr. Aerup, whatever that name is, says you can retract landing gears by pressing G. Really? I guess that is. Oh, gear action group. I've seen gear action group, but it just didn't message that, hey, you know, that's what the landing gear is. I think I may have seen that before one time, but it, like, just went over my head. Immortal says, well, as his typing goes, most newspapers write big stories with both endings, so the story is done fast, no matter the outcome. So see, Casper, your typing was, you know, just like any other regular news reporter. It just ultimately didn't happen. All right. So we have a little of that going. Let's see. So if I do a burn from the periapsis, can I get myself burning out of here? And back towards Kerbal. It does look like I can. Okay, so that'll take me back. Gerardo says, not to sound mean, but I really want to see the rocket land that then tip over a bit too much and it fall and explode. So mean, Gerardo, so mean. Alright, let's warp to our next maneuver. And Bleachnerd says, have you noticed Kerbal's foreheads? That their hairline goes all the way up, even on the female ones? Alright, let's burn. And I am really, really hoping... Okay, good. So we're going to be able to exit away from the moon. Oh, hold on. Get rid of this maneuver. Then at the apoapsis, we will burn and bring the periapsis on in. And we're aiming to get it in around that mark. Okay. And I think we should have enough fuel to get to that point. I think. So let's speed it up. Mortal says, poor Kerbals, but dwarves women were supposed to have beards like the men. That is true as well, you know, or at least in some iterations of dwarves, they do have the beards, which is a very horrible sort of thing, but it is what it is. Gerardo says, have you ever had to sleep on the ground at first? It doesn't seem that bad, but when you lay down, it's hell. I've had to sleep on the ground a couple times. Back when I was in JRTC, our little adventure team, which would go out into the forest and have little excursions through the nights. Although, well, I don't know if I ever actually slept on one of those. I think it was more like a kneeling, or not kneeling, but like sitting on my butt, covered up or squished together to try and get as much heat to myself as possible, because, you know, being in Illinois, we got these lovely winters here, so... Oh god, this is so slow. We're at, like, the middle point where gravity is pulling us one way from the moon, and then gravity's pulling us from Kerbin the other way. It's like the moon doesn't want to let go. 2 more hours till we can escape. I have had to sleep on the ground going camping a couple times with my parents a long time ago. In like a tent and all that fun stuff. Okay, let's speed this up even more. And we're probably gonna have to just go. Yeah, we'll go around. Oh, why aren't you letting me select my little location here? Gerardo says, I sleep on the ground because I'm a rebel. My parents be like, go to bed, so I say no, and I go to sleep on the ground. Bleach Nerd, welcome back. I'm sorry your phone crashed. It's never a good thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, retrograde. And burn. Gerardo asks, how does a phone crash? My assumption would be that YouTube's app probably froze or something like that. Alright. So our periapsis is at 37. That's a good sign. So I guess the only other thing is just to warp us on in. Then we just gotta make it to the ground and we are good. We'll have had success, and Valentina will have hopefully leveled up as well, since she actually landed on the moon and all that. Alright, so we will burn off. Bleach Nerd asks, where's Jeb? As soon as we land, I'll show you where Jeb is. Tredo says Jeb is dead. Jeb isn't exactly dead, though he might as well be. Alright, goodbye, little rest of the lander there. Now we just gotta survive re-entry, which I think we should be able to do, and we'll be good. Gerardo said Jeb is in fuel tanks because he didn't share his sandwich. Oh, poor Jeb. Nice and easy now, nice and easy. Well, there goes... Hey, fireworks! Well, at least I did remember to bring in a blader with this mission. If I forgot that, well, we would have completely been screwed. Wasn't the science on that lander? A parachute should have been able to bring that, well, the lander back, I would think. Actually, the Science Junior is in the middle section of this pod. One thing that I noticed is you don't want to have a Science Junior at the bottom because its landing tolerance isn't very good. So if you put the service bay below that, that generally works. So this whole thing can land with just one parachute. So the service bay has all of my one science, the goo, the pressure stuff, that sort of thing. And then the Science Junior's in the middle. Shames says, it's not needed to bring science experiments home. You only need the data. Oh, I guess that's what that whole experimental storage unit is for. So probably like have a separate service bay just for experimental storage. Bleachard says, no, Valentina didn't go to Valhalla. Yes. Poor Casper Ghost. His whole little writing thing was for naught. Yeah, I've never really made major use of the experimental storage stuff. I've never gotten far enough. This is the furthest I think I've ever gotten. And Immortal says, side note, do you still get extra money back for bringing as much as possible home? You do. Now, I don't know if these pods are necessarily very expensive, so you probably don't get too much from them, but... Bleach says, but Jeb is in Valhalla getting drunk. Well, he might be on his way towards Valhalla. Definitely if he was human, he would be. And we have landed. Alright, let's see how much science we get from this. 326 science earned. That is awesome. And we're almost at 1,000,000. And Valentina got a little bit of experience, but she's still only 1 star. Alright, let's warp to the next morning. Mission control, what do you have for us? We have a position satellite in an equatorial orbit of Minmus. 134,000, that's not too bad. Position Kerbal polar relay in an adjusted orbit of Kerbal. Be in command of Kerbal polar relay. Reach designated orbits around Kerbal within reasonable deviation. Maintain stability. I don't really want to do moving that thing around. Ooh, I'll pick up this one. I'm not going to do this mission right away, but it'll be nice because I can do all these just flying around. Might just do this offline, because I can do this flying around and get credits. So I'll pick that mission up. Ooh, that's a lot of credits too. Yeah, we could probably do that as well. I don't know what of these things I want to do. We'll leave the facility for the moment. Let's go see what we can use our research on. Oh, I gotta upgrade the science facility though. I can afford it, yay! And I can do surface samples, also yay! Alright. Do we head for the heavier rockets? Oh yeah, I was supposed to... Thanks for reminding me, Bleach Nerd. I was supposed to show what's going on with Jeb. So Jeb is currently... on the lunar orbiter on an escape trajectory out of the sun. So, like, here's... So Kerbal and the moon and all that is over here. And Jeb is currently 13 billion meters away. Or is it 13 billion meters from the sun? I don't know. It says he's on an escape trajectory out of the sun. Not entirely sure how that's gonna work, but... Oh. Let's just check up on him real quick here. He's on this little capsule, he has some mystery goo and all that aboard, but alas, he is all alone. Tell Jeb to say hello to Odin for me. Poor Jeb. He's completely out of contact and everything. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We have advanced electrics. Add solar panels of various kinds. Precision engineering. Now this gives us better probes. A relay antenna. Immortal asks, is Jeb out of fuel? He is out of fuel. Yeah, he was on, I think, the first mission to the moon is what happened. And then, yeah, Jeb's like completely all out in the wilderness. Bleach Nerd says, what the fuck? My bed is shaking. I've had that happen too. Oddly enough at times. Alright, what do we want to do here? Well, looking at what's available... Bleach Nerd says, damn ghosts, even though I don't believe in them. Not seeing anything to give me new things to research. Well, there's a space exploration. I could do that Rove Max. Get towards building a rover. Oh! The little, whatchamacallits. I do kind of need that as well, don't I? Bleach Nerd says, in fact, I don't have a religion. I am not exactly like that. I have a religion, but it's not like any other religion. It's weird. Like, I believe in a lot of different, sort of religions, I guess. Let's do heavier rocketry. I guess that'll be it for now. Let me see about building a little rover here. Since we have little wheels to do a rover. Bleachner says, ooh, Casey Neistat uploaded. I don't know who Casey Neistat is. I don't think I do anyways. We will call this the Doggy Rover. Should probably give it some manner of communication here. Alright, let's see how this thing moves. Probably not well. I thought this Jebediah's backyard stuff was going to be, near us, not all the way over there. Oh well. Alright, let's see how this thing goes. Using a good amount of, okay, brakes do work. No! Okay. It's back together. Bleach Nerd asks, what PC are you using? The PC that I'm using is actually a, it's an ABS. I forgot what the specific model number is, or model name is. But yeah, ABS is, they do various computers. They're like a smaller computer like setup group, but they've been around for at least 10 years, well, no, 12 years, because I got my laptop from them in 2006. They don't do laptops anymore. They only do desktops, but I like them because they don't have any bad bloatware or anything like that. So, all right. So we have this stuff in Jeb's backyard. Let's see. I do have that small landing gear now, so I can update my little science plane. That way I don't have to worry about it being unable to stop. Bleach Nerd says, I use a Dell Optalex Core i7, an 8 gigabyte RAM, and 1 terabyte hard drive. That doesn't sound too bad. The 8 gigs RAM is starting to get a little outdated. I think we're getting to the point where you kind of do need 16. I certainly noticed that since I've been using 16, both on my previous computer and then now on this one, things go so much better. Oh yeah, Immortal, you mentioned that Jeb has to make it to his rescue ship with his RCS. Well, his rescue ship is definitely going to have to find a way to catch up to him somehow. Elavild, welcome to the stream on Twitch. I actually just made it to the moon and back a little while ago. So Valentina Kerman, she went to the moon and then she landed, but I didn't have a ladder for her, so I had to kind of maneuver her with her RCS jets to actually make it back onto her rocket. And then we were able to, fortunately we had enough fuel on that rocket to make it back. I was too late then, only 8 a.m. here. Oh, yeah, it's 1:04 a.m. here on my stream, or my time, or whatever. Although I think I have it on Twitch now where my streams are backed up, so it should come up backed up whenever the stream finishes, or however Twitch does it. And then I also have it on my YouTube as well, so you can always check it out either there or whatever, you know, in the future. So don't forget to check out my YouTube channel as well. It's where I do all my previous stuff. Alright, so we have this science plane. Let's save that. Do I have any new... I do have the little turbofan engines. Should I upgrade that? Probably, but... let's go here. Because I think this is close to where I need to be. Also, Mortal said, if you use Jeb's RCS on the ladder, does he come off the ladder, or could you redirect the ship RCS resets every time you re-enter the pod? I am not sure. I don't think I can test it with Valentina here, since we're on Kerbin here. I think we'd have to be on like the moon or whatever that has a lower gravity. Alright. Let me activate my navigation for that. Also, I'm hoping that my plane here is, well, there goes the back. Oh dear. Alright, let's try this again. Let's put this back there, just to sort of keep us, like, alive. How are things looking on this front? It's in the middle. It should work. Save, and let's... Oh, hell. It's just over. I forgot about that. Okay. In that case, let's get rid of that, you know what. Because I'm not doing pressure readings, I'm doing temperature readings. Mardo says, yeah, agree, moon test. However, if the RCS auto kicked you off the ladder, could be tested here, I think. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm off, but I can't activate my RCS. At least while I'm holding on. So I can activate it there. Can't do anything, though. Nope. Revert to launch. So yeah, it doesn't look like I can use the RCS as a means of changing the direction of my spaceship there, unfortunately. It was a nice idea there, Immortal, but... And Bleach Nerd says, I got a drone. Like one of those little fly drones that have a camera on them and all that. Okay, we are going up. That's good. Let's activate our navigation. And I'm assuming that we have to go this way. And hopefully not crash. Wordle says, so no RCS on the ladder. Would have to dangerously push while floating around the ship. Oh, that would be way too much. Yeah, I think if I'm trying to do that, my best bet to save Jeb there is probably... Was I actually going the right way? I think I actually was, now that I look at it. No! Stabilize! Stabilize! My best bet for trying to save Jeb is probably to get the one little grabber unit, and then probably use that to try and save him. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Yeah, probably do a grabber unit ship, wait for Jeb to get close on his orbit, which will take like a year. But wait for him to get close to in his orbit, and then send out a ship to go with the grabber unit and try and grab him. That's theoretically my plan to try and save him. I don't know if it'll actually work, but... Alright, I know you're not supposed to go super time warp here, but... So yeah, I'm trying to think what my next plan should be. Do I try for another moon mission? Or do I try for Minmus? I could try for Minmus here. We still have some time with everything going on. Once I complete this little mission here and get a little bit more money. Maybe. This might be a long ways to get over there. Mortal says, alternative to the grabber, multi-Kerbal pod. We just have to take extra Kerbals out before takeoff. I suppose that's an opportunity as well. So long as it was able to get close enough and match speed with the ship and all that. Theoretically, it could work. My biggest concern is just I don't want to rely too much on RCS, because while I was able to make Valentina work as far as her little thing on the moon, much more than that, I generally end up losing my little Kerbal and they go flying off into space, never to be seen again. I'm trying to avoid that. Trying. Bleacher says, I have a Parrot Bebop 1080p with software image stabilization and GPS with Sky Controller 2. Interesting. I've never really gotten a drone. Yeah, I've never had a drone before, so... Immortal says, I always lost mine too, unless was a planet or moon pickup. Yeah, that's a lot easier to sort of rescue someone than trying to do it with do it while in space, because in space it's just so easy to lose someone, which kind of gives you a perspective on what astronauts go through. I mean, hell, doing an untethered spacewalk, you know, the wrong thing happens, you go flying off into space. There's no way that you can make it back. It's a scary little thing. Bleach Nerd says the drone is fun to fly. Dude, you should pick one up. I recommend the DJI Spark. One of these days, when I feel adventurous, it might be something worth looking into. I know there's some drones, some like Star Wars drones that look kind of neat, of like a speeder bike or like the Millennium Falcon, or I think there's even like a Imperial shuttle drone. Iron Man, like the movie Martian. I actually never finished The Martian. I started watching it on demand the other day. Well, not the other day. This was probably a month and a half ago, something like that. I was watching it. I got through the first part of it, you know, when he's stranded there and all that. Never really got further than that, though. I just kind of, I don't know, lost interest in it. Bleaching Your Desks, have you considered making a Discord server? I have, actually. Trying to decide what to do with it. Trying to decide, like, my whole setup for how I would do a Discord. I probably should start, like, working on it. It would definitely be good to be able to stay in contact with people outside of the streams, especially now that I've gone to just 2 streams every week, and it would also be a good way to update people when, say, I have unexpected upload rate issues, which has unfortunately been happening, you know, definitely more than I like. So, Bleach says I have some experience. Yeah, I know a couple people who have experience on Discord, and I mean I'm on Discord. I just haven't looked into it yet. Certainly, if I do set it up, I would need moderators, so I would definitely consider you, Bleach. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I would have to just figure out is my overall setup, how I would like my overall setup. Whether I do it as a, like, just, you know, announcements section I would probably have and that sort of thing. Okay, I am getting closer to where I need to be. Let's go out of the time warp thing. I've made one, I can help you. I appreciate the offer, Bleach. Yeah, I probably just, once I get things settled with, I guess, home life lately, it's definitely on my to-do list of things that I need to do for the channel. Okay, where are we? Are we close? You are entering Jebediah's backyard delta. Log temperature. Did I do that within where I needed to be? I don't know. Activate navigation. I probably should have done a different mission. Because the one bad thing about these little missions is they take a while to get to, and oh, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Backyard beta. Lovely. Log the temperature. Gamma. This nav ball kind of sucks for trying to figure out where the hell you're going. It really does. Though I guess the problem is just because it shows things in a 3-dimensional space. Alright. Oh, I have to measure the temperature on the surface. Well, that's why I'm having issues here. Alright, in that case, you know what? Let's put our landing gear out. Bleach says they need to update it. It has been the same since it came out. Yeah, the whole navball thing is kind of a little troublesome for trying to figure your way on the surface. I mean, it's fine for space a little bit, but on some stuff it's a pain. Alright, so somehow I need to... Oh god! Yeah, we're just gonna revert and then we're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave this alone. But I can understand it fine though. Yeah, I think one of my problems probably was because I was supposed to measure it on the surface, and so that's why I was pointed down on that nav ball thing. So, all right. So let's return to mission control. Yes, yes, laughing at my misfortune there. All right, we have position satellite in equatorial orbit of Minmus. It's something that we could do. Or we could just go there. I think we'll just go there. So let's build our Minmus orbiter. We'll even put 2 people on it. And Bleach says, I know some YouTube guys that can help with the Discord too. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, I just have to kind of figure out what all I'm doing. Actually, you know what? We won't do that. We'll do the little one. Because I don't have the larger service bay available yet. Unless I... Well, this experimental storage pod is a little large. You know what? I'm just gonna do what I've been doing. It'll work. At least for now. What is my Discord name? Discord name is... Lord Newbie. Now I'll probably be getting messages from like 1,000 different people. Oh well. It'll happen that way when I make the Discord public anyway, so... Alright, what is my plan here? Well, I'm going to need an antenna. Oh wait, something's off here. Okay. That should make it a little bit more even. Also, I can't forget my thermal and then my decoupler for this as well. There we go. Now for the big section. That'll be getting me to actually all the way over to Minmus. Alright, I think we want to use the mainsail. That's probably our best bet as far as boosters go. Bleach says, I don't know how though, but how am I going to join the Discord to help you without 10 people getting in at once? I will message you, and then after the stream we can try and figure this out. Although apparently I can't find you. Yeah, sorry Bleach. I'm putting in your name. But it doesn't seem to find you. Also, using those little tail fins seemed to work pretty well last time. So let's do that again. Need the number also, don't you? Maybe? Sorry, Bleach, that I can't help you right now more. Alright, let's launch this thing. See if we can make it to Minmus. Immortal says, I think finding a person on Discord needs name and the hashtag number. Oh no! We almost saw another failure on my part. But I stopped it. I stopped it. Haha. I know there's a hashtag number and that's on when you're looking for someone on oh, you're an engineer. Revert. How did we end up with an engineer on here? Probably because I started with... There's Valentina. Alright, sent you a friend request there, Bleach. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so that's gonna let go, that's gonna start, that's gonna start. So far, so good. Don't rattle around too much. No, I said don't rattle around too much. Yeah, I couldn't quite remember how you add people on Discord. Doesn't help either that I'm trying to make this thing kind of work. So I'm a little preoccupied. Mordo says I only used Discord for Arc a few times, so I wasn't sure if I remembered right. Oh no, Bleach, there's a damn fly in your room. I had that problem earlier today. Yes, they are a horrible menace. Alright, so let's slow it down. Start turning. It's fine, I gassed him with X spray. Whatever it takes to eliminate the Xeno menace. Oh no, now all the lady flies will swarm. And I just assumed it's gender. How's our fuel doing? Not very good. But hopefully it'll be enough. Alright, let's speed it up just a little bit. Okay, that should be good enough. See you later, Immortal. Thanks for watching. Alright, so how much fuel do we have left? It's an alright amount. So, Minmus. Minmus is out yonder. So I guess for this, probably change our descending node. -1 should be enough. That's a little bit of a burn that we'll have to do. Blade says, that damn fly is still alive. I need mustard gas. Uh-oh. Yeah, the fly that was buzzing around with me, I don't think I necessarily killed him. I think he escaped for the time being. Alright, slow down. We'll speed it up to get to our node. No, I need a mother of all bombs. Uh-oh. No. Go the way that you're supposed to, darn it. There we go. Alright, let's see what's the actual -0.3. That's not too bad. Alright, so I'm going to try and do this sort of differently. So like generally you can do it off of the horizon, but because Minmus is smaller, you can't exactly do that with this. So I'm going to try it just based on when it comes on the horizon from here. And theoretically, this will work. I hope, anyways. It's almost on the horizon. Alright, let's slow it down. Add maneuver. Wait, that was just the moon. Okay. Alright. Bleach says launch from ascending nodes. Aha. Oh, come on. Why aren't you letting me move this darn thing? Okay, so we're at the ascending node. Launching from there. And this is all the way out there. I think I... No, that doesn't exactly do it, I don't think. That seems to do it. And I have 4 minutes to try and move this thing all the way over here. Things would probably be easier if I had some RCS thrusters to move this big hunk of junk, but we'll do it eventually. Alright, I think we're about there. Let's speed it up a little. And my biggest concern is just that we have enough thrust to actually do this, or enough fuel to actually do this. Bleed says, sorry I can't be on streams a lot. I have not been able to stay up as late as I used to. But since summer is coming, I'll be on a lot more. Well, that'll be nice. Yeah, it's nice to have more constant viewers besides just Gerardo in my streams. Alright, so we're getting closer. We'll probably have to add another maneuver. To slow us down a bit. Where is focus view? Ah! Went too far. Easy. Oh, I think I have to change something with that. Okay. Okay, that should work. Do I watch anime? I haven't really watched anything recently. I used to really watch, like, Digimon was like the big anime that I ever really watched. I've seen a little bit of Avatar. I did used to watch some of the different stuff that was on Adult Swim back in the day. I don't even know, does Adult Swim do a lot of anime stuff like it used to anymore? Full Metal Alchemist was an interesting show. Never really followed it completely, but it was an interesting show nevertheless. Nah. Oh, I guess they don't then. Also, if I extend my antenna, ta-da! Full access to Kerbin. Alright. Gotta do this very steadily. Very steadily. And no more. We'll probably have to correct course again a little bit further on. Actually, probably shouldn't do it further on. Should just do it closer. Let's see. So, retrograde is hurting it. And that goes completely psycho. Okay, that might work. I've watched Bleach entirely, Kill la Kill. Don't watch if you don't want to see a bit of nude, Pokemon, and a bit of DBZ, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I have watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z. Saw a little bit of Dragon Ball Super when it was on. Yeah, Dragon Ball, I think, is actually probably my first anime that I ever watched. Back a long time ago. Pokemon I only really liked while it was in its like first season. Like then after that it just got weird and I don't know. It just kind of lost interest for me. But then again, I guess Pokemon in general, like the games, I kind of lost interest in as well. I got Pokemon Y when X and Y came out, but beyond that, I don't know. They just never really did it for me. Facts. And especially after they changed Ash's voice, like that just kind of really turned me off from Pokemon. Alright, I made that maneuver successfully. Good. I have Pokemon Ultra Moon. How is it? Is it, you know, is it decent as far as Pokemon games go, or I want to add a maneuver here. I want to try. Okay, 206, that's not too bad. We should be able to do that. Good? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I got a 3DS and all that. It's just I haven't really played it much. I haven't felt really ambitious to do it. The last Pokemon game that I was really playing was Soul Silver, and I was playing that on my phone with a Nintendo DS emulator. So that wasn't too bad. Oh, so we should be approaching Minmus here. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! So where we are now is still considered high over Minmus. So we probably have to get like really low here. Minmus looks like our moon, just turn the camera. A bit and it will look like the craters. I suppose a little bit. It does look a little like a potato though. Uh-oh. Did a little too much there. Prograde, prograde. Alright, so let's warp over here. But the moon looks more similar though. Yeah, the moon looks closer to the Earth's moon than Minmus does. Minmus kind of looks... Minmus is a little lopsided, like over here. Alright, so it's below 10,000. Let's get out and see if we can get some just above Minmus's lowlands. Excellent. Minmus looks like toothpaste in space. That is very true. Okay, so we're gonna cheat a little just to see what biomes are on Minmus here. Fire trucks are water trucks? That is very true. Although they would be more entertaining if they were actual actual fire trucks. I think we already got that one. Yeah, we already got lowlands. Let's go here then. Nope, that's still the lowlands. Well, what else do we have here? I think this might be a new one. Then this stuff looks new. slopes. Yep. But when you brush your teeth is the only time you clean your bones. That is true. Oh, don't deploy your chute there. Not that it would do anything, because, you know, there's no atmosphere here to worry about. Is this a new place? I don't know if that one's new. It's hard to tell. It's all just very bright. And then we'll do this section. I think that might be something else as well. Highlands. Oh, I guess that was new. Okay. Crew report. Near Minmus. Okay. That burns my eyes. Yes, it does kind of burn your eyes looking at it. I can turn off the biomes visible now. Although one good thing about doing biomes visible is you can see where Kerbin is all the way out there. Alright, so we have all this stuff. Let's transmit it back. I do kind of wonder, I was wondering before I left if I should have put lander legs on this thing. I probably very well could have, but I don't know. I wasn't exactly confident in my ability to land successfully. Not enough charge. Oh. Alright, well, let's speed it up. Restore my electric charge here. Transmit. I have function keys on my keyboard, so I can't use cheats. Oh no! Yeah, the only cheat I've ever used for this playthrough so far is the biomes cheat. Cryy face, yes. Yeah, the biomes cheat, I think, is a relatively benign little thing. I know there's a scanner that you can eventually use, I think, to pick up some of that stuff, but I don't know. I just felt better that I could use that, so. Oh, I was almost about to prepare to leave without doing all of this stuff. How could I do that? That would have been horrible. Whack-a-Kerbal is my favorite cheat. I have not looked at Whack-a-Kerbal, I don't think. Alright, all of that I can close up. From the periapsis, let's add a maneuver to head back towards Kerbin. That should do. It was renamed Object Thrower. Aw. Alright, get ourselves into position here. And let's begin. And let's see. Best bet is to do this from the apoapsis. Oh, another Minmus encounter over there. Hey, Vsauce. What's Vsauce? No, I don't want a moon encounter. Although that's kind of neat that that ends up with a moon encounter. Alright, that should do it. Oh god. We're gonna spend 30 days out here. It's a good thing that Kerbals don't need food. If you had to plan for food and all that, that would just be horrible. Have you been so sleepy that you seem drunk? I have been. One time, going back to my ROTC experience, one time when I was on a little excursion or whatever, what had happened was... Oh, let's go back to focusing on that. So, one time when I was on doing a little excursion or whatever, because most of the time I would stay awake through the night because, you know, when you're out in the cold and all that, when it's, 0 degrees or whatever, it's hard to get sleep. So, I was awake all night, and pretty much what had happened was I started, like, hallucinating. It was bad. But yeah, that's probably the worst that I've ever been. Although it was also pretty bad one time when I was getting ready to do a paper for, like, my first political science class that I ever took. I was doing my final paper, and I was actually doing it with, like, a couple other people or whatever, and I was, like, awake the whole night. It was bad, but I didn't have any hallucinations or anything like that, so I guess I wasn't too sleepy. But I completed it right in the morning before it was due, so I was proud of myself that day. Almost there. I don't think there's any other EVA stuff that we can do. Nope, nothing new there. Begin our burn. Mark Zuckerberg. What about Mark Zuckerberg? Besides him being potentially an alien or whatever. So I'm going to have a Minmus encounter there, and then a Minmus escape, and then it's going to take me close. Well, let's see where we go. Where is Minmus anyways? Oh, there it is. Robot? Robot or an alien, one of the two. Weird gravity things preventing me from going anywhere. It's like you're stuck in space for a moment. At least relatively so. He is controlled by the government? It could be. After all, Facebook does, Facebook is a very, There's my periapsis. Facebook is a very useful thing for the government, especially for like police and that sort of thing. It's sad, but it's so very true. Oh, what did you do now? Okay, you didn't mess it up too bad. I hear the FBI on my doorstep. Alright, almost there. We can do our little burn here. I have to say, I do actually like this little Terrier engine. It doesn't have an alternator, so that kinda is bad. But beyond that, it's actually pretty neat. Pretty fuel efficient, definitely, so that's definitely a good thing. Oh dear, that periapsis is going to take me right... like way too low. Okay. Now I think all we have to do is just head on in. Then we can return the sweet, sweet science. And then that'll be it for today. But hopefully we'll be able to do the next StarCraft stream, starting the Zerg part of the Brood War campaign Tuesday. Let's see. Not entirely sure where we'll go from there. I don't know if I want to go directly into StarCraft 2 once I complete... Well, I actually want to do the Stukov. Oh, hold on. When do you want to do the Discord thing? I'll message you right after... right after I end the stream here. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. I'm actually surprised this thing hasn't blown up yet. But yeah, Bleach, I'll message you as soon as I finish the stream here, and then we can try to get some things figured out there. Alright, I hope that jettisoning in the middle of this doesn't blow us up. Okay, good. Phew. Because I was not entirely sure how that was going to go. So let's see. How much science do we have right now? We're at 351. I'm holding at least 100 there. Plus a couple other experiments, so I think we made a good haul here. Of course, then I have to decide what I spend those research points on next, but I think we might save that for the next episode that we do next Thursday. Hopefully we'll have some nice things we can look into grabbing. I think I'm gonna save most of the space plane stuff for later, just because even playing in sandbox mode, I am not good at space planes. Either they use up all of their fuel and then they become unstable, or I just get stuck trying to actually get into orbit from a high altitude, so I don't know. I'll save space planes for later. Almost there. And that thing is still going. Wow. Well, goodbye, little Minmus orbiter relay thing. Oh, nope, there it goes. Finally blew up. I think I've done an EVA while flying above this, yeah. And we are here. Alright, recover. And we now have 600 science even. Alright, that's pretty... Oh, did Valentina level up? She did. So she's got stability assist, prograde, retrograde hold, radial normal attitude hold, and full vessel control without net access. Okay, cool. Alright folks, thanks for watching. As always, be sure to leave a like, as that always helps the channel. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the little bell icon so you're notified whenever I stream or upload other videos. Thanks to everyone who was watching today. I think we made some good progress. We landed on the moon, and we did a little orbit of Minmus. Probably next time we'll try to do a lander on Minmus itself. And maybe we'll try to do like a rover sort of thing. That could be useful. And I've never really done much as far as rovers go on other planets, so... But we'll see what happens, so... Thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you next time.